Hey there, Builder Blog. Diana here. Zach asked me to film the video this week. So the guys were really busy this weekend getting stuff put together, and let's go create some chaos and see if we can undo what they have done. All right. Welcome to our shop at night. Dun, dun, dun. Just kidding, it's daytime. The lights just aren't on. Alright, so the first thing we're looking for is the big old stack of tires that Jesse put together this weekend. They are not here. And they are also not here, though there is a nice juicy pile of metal down there. Hello. Focus. Thank you. Good fun. All right, time to call in the big guns. Where are these tires? All right, well, the big guns have told me that I am blind because they are in here. Ha! Ta-da! Here are our brand new tires alongside a bunch of really old blades. Boop! All right, so one of the things Zach wants me to go over is how our tires are put together. Because you may notice we do not use the vulcanized wheels that so many of our fellow competitors have switched to. And there's a good reason why. Bouncy. And the reason the tread is so important to us, the reason why we will probably never use vulcanized wheels on the main drive wheels of Scorpios, is because this tread is very critical to the performance of Scorpios. When we get underneath an opponent and they are on our wedge, the weight of that opponent presses down onto these wheels, allowing us to move them where we need them to go. So that is why even though this wheel didn't technically get damaged in battle, this tread will leave it as an extreme backup wheel. It has been used. We've lost enough grip on it that we don't want to risk a fight with it unless we absolutely have to. We do not use the expandable foam in our tires like the other competitors who still use rubber wheels. We use yoga mat. That's right, good old-fashioned yoga mat. You can buy it at Harbor Freight. It comes in those nice squares that you can either build a foamy, cushiony floor to stand on, or for us, we like to cut the squares into 3 different widths, and we fill the tires themselves with the 3 different widths, starting with the widest and then ending with the more narrow. So that way the entire inside of the wheel is filled with the foam, and then we glue the rims into the tires. So we use just any old heavy duty super glue. We use entire tubes of it. So we like to say if it feels like you're using too much, you're not using enough, because we want them to stay. If they get hit, we want there to be enough glue on them so they don't come all the way off. And then once the rims are glued in, we use these little bracing screws to keep the 2 sides of the rim pressed together while the glue dries. And then we will leave them like this until we are ready to put them on the robot. So that way the glue, sorry about the plane, that way the glue has as much opportunity to fully set as possible. The last remaining thing we need to do before we put them on the robot is screw in some steel screws through the metal rim that goes around the entire interior of the tire. We screw steel screws through that, which compress the rim even more into the wheel. And then all of that is the magic sauce that goes behind a Scorpios wheel. All right, and so that was, thank you, construction. All right, so that was the story behind our wheels and tires and why we do them the way we do them. And that wasn't nearly chaotic enough. I'm feeling the urge for chaos. On to the next thing. Come with me, best cup ever, #1 Diana, with a bunny, made by Bunny, filled with yummy wake-up juice. All right, here you see me sitting in the captain's chair. You've seen many photos posted of Zach recently working on this guy, trying to get some new CAD ready for Scorpios. He told me that I get to show you the CAD, and he said all I had to do was shake the mouse. Mouse? Dang it, Zach. For you young people that don't know Zoolander, I know that's what he meant. Hello? All right, Zach, what magic password do I need? You shall not pass. All right, and we're in. I found the password. So I finally got into the computer. As you can see, this is not reversed for you to be able to see the print, but it does look really good, I promise. Excellent work, Zach. So now here is the print. This is titled Weapon Arm. So I am not a engineer by any stretch of the imagination. So do not expect fancy terminology from me, because I know that to be a triangle. I know that to be a circle. And this print is titled Weapon Arm. And we are updating the weapon hat. So we are making it so the hat fits on every single frame. And we are making it so that the servo that runs the weapon is now attached to the hat. So when you remove the hat, everything involved in it goes with it. Here's a different angle of the new weapon arm. It's much fancier. And look at all these other angles and numbers and ooh. And here is a not colored in version of that. Ooh. No preview available. Excellent. That's just what we want to see. All right. And here is the new spicy weapon that our teammate Adam designed for us that we used during face-offs and allowed us to bite into all of our opponents during that. Please do on high definition laser. Freaking lasers. And so we are pretty excited about this new hat for Scorpios, because it's going to allow us to be a lot more modular between our different frames. And if a frame gets mangled, we can just move on to another one. See, I know this to be like an arch semicircle thing, but I'm sure there's a much more technical term for it. This looks like a face. Grr. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, another angle of the blade and the gear. And this is new attachments for our, well, not new, you've seen all of these before, but we don't have any more of this, and this is the ear we use on the shield armor for the robots that have potential to either ride up our wedge and hit our idler, or the higher sitting horizontal spinners like Bloodsport. We like having those ears as an added protection. And this is an attachment onto the wedge that we use to add extra support, and also for robots that we want to try to get hung up. All right, and that's everything that Zach and Ezra have done with the CAD so far. pretty exciting updates. So as you can see, they were all very busy. We got a lot of work done. Thank you guys so much. We're really excited about... So I got close to mentioning this in the shop, but I forgot because, you know, brain. So make sure you tune in to Battlebots on February 26th because they are going to do their next big announcement about what's going on. So the announcement's coming up February 26th. Make sure you're subscribed to all the Battlebots media places so that you don't miss out on what that announcement is. All right. All right, and if you're anything like me, you heard me mention many times that we were going to cause chaos, and I have not caused any chaos. So let's see what we can do. Hi, Chaos Agent 1. Yeah? Freya has a new nickname. It's Ghostface. Because she was jealous that no one had the only horror movie reference nickname. So now she's Ghostface. And you are Slender Man. Do you like it? Do you like it? Okay. My sweetums. So I maybe won't cause chaos in the shop because I don't want to impact the entire team with my chaos. So let's go into Zach's special room with all of his Transformers and see what we can do in there. Causing chaos, tra-la-la. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Make him askew. Tee-hee. Meow, 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 meow. Nolan, you're not allowed in here. And you're in particular not allowed to chew on plastic bags. That's the wrong kind of chaos, Bubbas. All right, thank you guys for joining me on today's Scorpios Builder Blog. I hope you had fun learning some things about Scorpios, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you next time.
Diana!